Hi, so this morning Unreal 5.3 dropped and I thought I would download it, take a look, have a look at particularly the skin weight painting, which is what I was interested in, and did a very quick test. So this is all this is, just to show how simple it is to now add a skeleton, simple in some ways, to add a skeleton to a mesh in Unreal Engine without needing another DCC. So let's take a quick look. I'm going to jump over to Unreal Engine here. And first thing we're going to do is go to modeling mode. And I'm going to create a cylinder. And I'm going to place that in the scene. And I'm just going to add some height subdivisions. We'll add 12 for now. And we'll just hit accept. So adding that just means I've got a simple cylinder here. And if I go to wireframe mode, see that it has some subdivisions so that we can deform it with the skeleton. So quick and simple, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find this mesh. I'm going to move it into a folder here just so that I can isolate the mesh. So I've got this mesh, which was created by the modeling tools. Next thing that I want to do is I'm going to right click on this mesh and I'm going to go up to the top here and say convert to skeletal mesh. That means it's going to turn it into a skeletal mesh, which is the type of mesh that you can deform with a skeleton. And the just using the defaults here, so I'm going to say convert, create new skeleton. And now you can see that it's created two new assets here. So we've got the skeleton and we've got the skeletal mesh, which is typical for a skeletal mesh, have those two assets. I'm going to double click on the skeletal mesh and open that up. Now you can see that we have our mesh right here. If we go to this blue button right here that says editing tools, well, you will be able to see this panel on the left here. So what we have on the left, we've got some tools to create a skeleton. So I'm going to create the skeleton with the skeleton button here. I'm going to click on edit skeleton and then I'm going to go to add. Now the projection type here for creating bones in the skeleton is set to within mesh. So the within mesh, which just means that it will actually try and find out where's the midpoint in the mesh and create a bone for you there, as opposed to creating it on the outside or just it's a helper tool, I guess. So I'm going to click at the bottom here and I'm going to click upwards of that towards the top here, and I'll just create another one and we'll hit accept and create another one outside the top of the cylinder and hit accept. So if I rotate around this object here, you'll now see that I've got my skeleton, but there's a couple of things that aren't quite right. I've got a bone at the top there and at the bottom there that are a little out of place. So we can go back here to edit skeleton, and with in edit mode here, you should be able to just grab the transform controls and just move the bone in like that, the bottom, and then we'll move the bone at the top there just to line those up. It's probably a better way of doing that, but anyway, I'm going to hit accept. So now we have a skeleton, which is pretty cool. And then the last step really is to go back to edit skeleton here again, and then we'll see the skin over here. There's a little skin button here. So we hit skin, and now we're going to do bind skin, which basically does exactly what it suggests. It takes the skeleton and binds it to the mesh. So if we go to skin and bind skin and hit accept, you'll now have bound the skeleton to the skin or to the mesh. Now if we jump up here to the top right and take a look at the skeleton, we can, as we could before, grab the bone and rotate it like that, and then you'll see that we've now bound a brand new mesh inside Unreal. We've created a skeletal mesh and we've created a skeleton, and it's deforming the mesh, which is awesome being able to do this, and it seems very intuitive. I think it seems to work pretty well off the bat. That's about as far as I've investigated with it, but I just want to make a quick video and just show that this is now possible in Unreal Engine without having to go outside. And yeah, pretty cool stuff. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this quick tip, and I look forward to doing another one. Take care, everybody.